Getting spells cast on me all over the place. What the fuck?
Big loud.
All right. So, Larissa, are you taking anybody with you?
Does Saber want to get in the hole?
Oh god. Damn it.
What? What are we talking about? What's going on? It's done on everything. Sure, I can go with you if you want me to.
Hey, Elchus, why don't you give Saber your ring?
It takes 30 minutes to attend to it. But you can have it if we want to wait 30 minutes. You want my ring?
Just be to breathe
Well,
in the
just
hole?
don't leave her in there.
Well, what if I'm deep in conversation about getting myself crystal? Oh, no, I don't say that to you guys. It just might be safer if she has the ring. That's okay. We can manage about what you have 10 minutes of something time.
I can break out of it too if.
I was gonna say she can
Sorry,
probably
sorry.
break it.
Honestly, it's
I can
LT's
just open
family
it.
ring, so you probably wouldn't want to share it around too much. So, okay, we have a good plan. Are we ready to take action? Are we ready to move on, gang?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take whatever I need out of the portable hole for shopping. Just basically some money, I think.
Okay.
And then Tink will give the hole over. And
To Sabre.
yeah, I think
To hummus.
Tink will drop her invisibility for a moment and see if the ruby dragon looks surprised. Or if it seemed like he knew she was there.
No, definite surprise on the face of this ruby dragon, I believe. I can check. But I want to say yes, definitely surprised.
And in Draconic, she'll just say, "Hello, cousin. Don't worry too much about this group. I'll be with them."
Okay. And then I go up to Varna before I go too, and I say I'm really, really sorry, and we'll talk about it when I get back. And please just stay with the group.
Oh, did Tink just? Was that Tink that talked to Eddie?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, what just happened? Okay.
So order of operations. The dragon looks at Garnalex's massive form kind of comes a little bit closer to Tink, kind of sniffs her as well.
Nettie just looks protective.
Hello, cousin. Thank you for saying so. I didn't know what to make of these creatures, but
And if they're speaking in Draconic, I can understand them.
yes, then you pick it up. Then they are. I didn't know what to make of these creatures, but it goes a long way to hear one of our own vouch for them, at least. Keep
Good man,
yourself
good
safe.
Ruby now. Joking. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
All good. And then Larissa said to Vanna, what exactly?
I'm so sorry for all the miscommunication. Please stay with the group and trust them, and we will talk more when I get back. And I go to give her a hug.
Yeah, have a good trip. And she hugs you back.
Don't forget me, Vanna.
Stay safe at least, alright? We'll talk
I guess
when you
we're
get back.
Guys, take care of Vanna. So, Saber, you getting in this hole?
Sure. I can go with you.
Well, can't you teleport her without her being in the hole? It's just on the way back.
Way back, only do it in the hole.
She just wanted to phrase it that way. That's all.
Yeah, you're right. Damn it, I'm having private conversations. Right.
Saber's
I-
not gonna give two shits. Just
Uh-huh.
give him a gaming pigeon. Just not gonna care. Coming
Right, well,
from
I guess-
a
I
race
guess
that
we
just
are.
takes what they want anyway.
Oh, that's not cool. Nope. All right.
Okay.
So, what are we doing? What is
So I
plan?
go up to Eldris and I'm like, hey, I need to touch that crystal that you attached to your damn armor.
Slap him right in that broken rib. You know, just get real in there.
Whoops. Forgot about that.
Oh, sorry. Was that Tinder?
Yeah, and then I
Told
guess
you not to meld it to your armor.
I guess I try and teleport me, Saber, and the dragon.
All right.
Oh,
God.
So you cast teleportation. Your very first cast of teleportation, if I'm
Why
not
the
mistaken.
fuck not?
yeah, I literally just took it. And then level up.
Associated object means that you possess an object taken from the desired location destination within the last 6 months.
Would I wait? We're gonna end up somewhere very wrong. How do I figure that out? Guys, there's a chance we could end up in the wrong place.
Give me an intelligence check.
Then we end up in the wrong fucking place and we do this live. Let's come on.
We'll figure it out. You can just teleport back to me.
We go on a new adventure.
We'll try again tomorrow.
You
Yeah,
find
with a big fucking dragon.
you find a new party.
Hey, we are the new party. A
Yep.
gem dragon and a tiefling. We got this.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, the Packers and the Patriots are going into overtime? Are you
Oh my
fucking
God.
kidding me?
Little
Sorry,
little did you
third string quarterback, y'all.
little did you know, this entire campaign has all just been backstory for how Larissa and Saber started their journey
Y'all
off
didn't
together.
even know.
Now,
didn't even
this is the
know.
story all about how
Yeah.
my life got flipped, turned upside down.
and I left fodder behind for Lau too.
We've got a gem dragon now. We're good.
Yeah, right.
What did you want me to do? Arcana or investigation?
Yeah, Arcana would make sense for this. Okay. You are aware of the stipulation that it must be an object taken from the desired location within the last 6 months. You have no idea when the Duergar scouts, Zex and Edsel, picked up this crystal. They said that they had had it for a little while. Whatever the fuck that means for a place that can literally teleport anywhere. At the whim of the very flighty and seemingly not terribly in control of her powers Inari, who got mad and transported the gardens to wherever the fuck you guys ended up right before you transported via plants.
I have 25% chance.
Garnalax, there's anything you can do to help Arista familiarize herself with your mother's cavern? Do you have any spells or powers?
Or any objects from there. Even if they're older than 6 months, maybe they'll help my chances here.
I do not have anything, any mementos of my time with Mother.
I think specifically for that reason.
Specifically for that reason.
And then if he's like ancient age, it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Just a little bit of time.
Yep.
I mean, you have seen the cave.
There's a
There's a thing for that. It's
There's a
not
thing for that.
totally
viewed
not very good.
once
Yeah.
is
On target is not close. It's above a 74 to roll. on a D100.
Mhm.
Viewed once and touched an object, even if it's over 6 months. Does that make it more likely? He doesn't say in this, but I was wondering if we could negotiate that.
Viewed once is a place you have seen once, perhaps, possibly with magic.
I
So
can count guidance on you.
It's not for me to roll anything there.
I will say that with a 28, you're pretty sure it will increase your chances.
What, the crystal will?
The crystal will.
And guidance?
Let's say sure. Because teamwork makes the dream work.
Well, okay, guys, I guess we're doing this, and us three might be somewhere completely random very shortly.
Cool. Great that you can't message us and let us know or anything.
If we're on the same plane, we can.
Yeah, we'll be on the same plane.
Didn't you say you didn't prepare sending? That's why we couldn't talk to Lau.
I've not prepared sending. No, I haven't. So, but we do still have telepathic bond going for the next hour, so I can let you know.
True.
Later on.
That's
Yeah.
true. Forgot about that.
Right. So we're
Yeah,
going.
but does telepathic bond have like a distance or a range?
Nope.
No?
It's on the
Around
same
the same
plane of
time.
existence.
I was gonna say, I think it's just the same plane.
Yeah,
Oh.
plane.
It's
Yep.
pretty great spell, honestly.
Right. Go in, Saber.
So,
Jeez.
Going on an adventure.
See you on the flip
Larissa.
side.
so that you can't meta know where you end up, I'm going to have you roll this a little bit separately. I need you to roll 20 D100.
20?
I walk up and just tie a little vine of like a little daisy chain around her wrist for guidance.
Oh,
What are we doing? I'm rolling it on here.
yeah, I guess.
All right. How do I do 20 D100s on here?
Slash roll
Slash
20 D100.
roll.
Oh, yeah.
Have you already rolled the D100 then? Just since you made it?
I haven't rolled the D20 to figure out which one corresponds to your... And then I need you to roll your D4 for guidance.
She's stressful.
Very stressful. We're going to end up very far, of course, actually.
All right, so you rolled a 3 for guidance.
And I'm touching the crystal.
And you're touching the crystal.
Months. I have seen place.
And then I'm checking the description of the spell.
We end up in the fucking Feywild.
Yeah, we're probably gonna. It's my first time casting. It's been great, guys. What could go wrong?
Yeah, we're having a lot of first time castings lately.
Yeah. The funny thing about teleport is you can fail multiple times. So if you're if you get teleported into a solid brick wall, you're shunted out, take damage, and then immediately teleport right back into the same wall.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
you only
That's
have magic
brutal.
teleport.
I really appreciated that little note, Alex, as I'm trying to use this spell to help us out here.
Yeah.
Or we can end up like Stardust. It was like, you were thinking of your home, I was thinking of my home, and now we're somewhere in between.
Yes.
Diagonally.
Yep. Did you just say diagonally?
All right. So, good news. Good news, bad news.
Yes.
Guidance helped.
Good. That means we didn't make it.
Let me see where exactly. Where did my pencil just go? Doesn't matter. I'll find another one. Okay, we're good. So this is where you were trying to go. When it says off target, a random distance away in a random direction. Is it 1d10 times 10% of the distance that was to be traveled?
It's very confusing.
Why so much math?
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna have a to have a fucking advanced math degree in order to do this shit.
No, just ballpark the mileage and then apply the 10d10.
No. No.
So you were trying to get to the crystal fields, is that correct?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. And you started here. And that is... Okay.
Do I need to roll 2d10s? Or are you doing that?
It's the distance is d10. Yes, please. Roll 2d10. And tell me each of them in order. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So 5
Could
by
be.
10. Okay.
No, I rolled a fucking 10 on that. Seriously?
Percent off the distance would be traveled, for example. If you traveled 120 miles, landed off the target, and 3 and 5 in the GTS, you would be off by 15%. So you were off by 15%. Okay. And you were trying to go from there to there. Well, that's fine. So 15.
You want me to?
Okay,
you want to give me
actually...
the numbers and I could just run the math?
He's
No,
getting
it's
it.
actually it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. So this is your first casting of teleportation. What does Larissa's teleport spell look like? We'll start there.
Oh, goodness. It has to look like something?
No, not necessarily. Just if you have any ideas of, what Larissa might have her.
A ring of fire.
I mean, it's gotta be shiny.
Yeah, basically a shining ring of fire.
Shiny fire.
I mean, that tracks. That's science. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So in a blast of shiny fire, which is totally on message for Larissa, you disappear. You come to in what appears to be a small, not a cavern, but a small walkway-ish sort of thing. That very quickly disappears into a crevasse. That disappears below you, even with your dark vision, Larissa, and especially with your saber. But between the two of you, you can't see the bottom.
Sweet. That's great.
Is the dragon with you or in the hole? What was the plan there?
With us, yeah, just with us.
With us. So in hindsight, we probably should have put it in the hole. Because we should be
That's fine.
Can I put it in the hole?
Sure. Why not?
Let him out.
Well, I can let him. Well, we have to check if it's
So
safe.
Pally morphs back into the small drow child form with these bright red eyes and this urchinish look about him, and hops into the hole before you teleport.
Okay. And then we get there. Obviously, me and Saber are going to hopefully look around and see where on earth we are. We're not in the right place.
See.
Sorry, Saber. I fucked up.
Just look around like, but I can't tell if we're in the right place or not. How would I know?
That's where I was headed for. Saber, what do we do? Do we just go straight back, or do we
so are we? Is looking around? So like in front of us is just like a drop.
So yep. As you appear in the space, as you look off to your right, appears to be a tunnel that basically turns sharply off to the left and disappears out of view. And then to your left, probably about 5, maybe 10 feet away, is the end of a tunnel that just is a fucking crevasse below it.
Okay.
Just a large black expanse beneath.
Okay.
You guys okay?
We don't know where we are.
Not sure yet. To be determined.
Does
Yeah.
the dragon know where you are?
So I think like where we are is okay though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
as far as solid ground and stuff. So if like we open the bag to let him out,
yeah.
if he
We
could
don't see
recognize
anybody around
anything
us,
or help
right?
us,
Like, we don't see any people, any creatures, anything
any
around
signs
us.
of life.
He'll go ahead and give it a.
What about intelligent life?
It's been a long time since I've been in this area, but I can see if I recognize any familiar scents. Sure. It didn't go as to plan then.
We might have gone a little off course. A little bit. The item needed to have been within 6 months, which I'm going to guess it wasn't by the fact we're not there.
That would be a good assumption, apparently.
But we might be closer to it than we were before. We just need to decide whether we're just going to head straight back or continue trying to get into the fields and try again another day.
That's actually not a bad roll. I smell home. We're close. It's nearby. I just don't know how to get there. I guess this is the child form, so it's more of a little bit breathy and small. We're pretty close. I think not really that far off. I think we need to get over there, and I don't know how you're gonna do that. Unless you want me to just go alone, I guess I could, but you seemed like you wanted to meet Mother, I guess?
We just want to make sure you're safe. I don't think we should abandon you there.
No, I think
Do you have a way across the crevasse?
Can I see to the other end of the crevasse?
you can- and carry him in the hole as your cloud.
We're
forms.
clouds. We can be clouds.
Yeah, you can take a minute, think about it, and turn into a cloud.
That is
With
very
a
true.
flash of like
Just do that
150
however many
feet.
times you want in that 8-hour period.
Sweet.
Oh
So
my
we're
god.
So yes, we would like to float as clouds.
All right. What do you guys think of to become clouds?
I think of just being as light as a feather, flying.
As a feather, stiff as a board.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you just think happy, light thoughts to become a cloud?
Doris is
That's
trying
what Nettie
very,
said.
very hard to
That's
not
what Nettie
think
said.
about Dr.
Happy,
Hedda.
light thoughts.
Sorry, fly speed of 300 feet per round
That's what,
in
300
gaseous form.
every 6 seconds?
Technically, it's 600 if you dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And
in,
resistance to non-magical weapons.
Did you cast it on the dragon too? Because you cast it on the dragon as well.
The dragon can fly.
I could have. I had one more spot. I could
Say
have
you
done
did,
it.
and the dragon can stay out and guide them.
Well, the dragon can fly across
It
it.
would
Yeah,
be
I
up
know
to
the dragon's
Dan.
flying.
I didn't list him, but
I feel like we shouldn't have a huge dragon flying with us. That's how we get attacked.
Did you cast it on the dragon or nay? Nay.
I would say if she had the room to cast it on him, not knowing what they were going to get into and stuff, she probably would have.
Come.
But technically, I didn't list him initially.
Oh my god.
Okay. We'll say if you had the extra spot, it doesn't hurt too, so sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's probably like a 200-foot expanse, so it's good to be clouds.
Yeah, I mean, seeing like the other side, like where do we go on the other side?
Yeah, with your instruction, thinking as light and airy of thoughts as you guys can manage, you are able to, with a minute of concentrating on it, you are now clouds.
Well, lead the way, cloud number 1.
You can't talk.
We have telepathic bond up. I could say that to save it.
That's true.
So we could talk, but we can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our clouds start shimmering in the right direction, I guess.
Yes, a bit. There's a whichever one's you, move a little to the left. Know which one's you.
Yeah. I start writing my name in cloud form,
Oh my god.
shifting into an L shape.
Oh,
And that's what we-
God. This is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You make your way across the crevasse about 200 feet as it is, um, and you emerge into another tunnel on the other side. It appears to go pretty much straight off into the distance. It kind of bends and twists a little bit here and there. It appears to be not the familiar, just like super jet black rock that you've experienced thus far from the around the drow areas where these caverns are just permeated in this super dark black looking rock. But it appears to be more of the slate and gray color that you, or not slate, like a light or gray color that you've come to expect, kind of when you were in the Dwergar area.
Okay.
But this tunnel stretches out in front of you.
I guess we keep going. I have no way to communicate with the dragon right now.
Not as far as you're aware.
Yeah, I guess if the other cloud keeps moving.
We look to see if the other cloud keeps
Yeah.
moving. The only instruction was we're trying to get him home, all as clouds right now. So
Unless he sits there, we see he turns back into.
This is intelligence.
Little
Oh
child.
God, he's very smart. Okay.
I feel like he would be.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll go ahead and stay in a cloud then and follow your lead.
we're
You go
hoping
ahead
we're hoping he's trying to lead us. Actually.
Okay. Yeah. As you're kind of like dithering on the other side, not quite sure, where you're going next, he kind of assumes to take the lead and blasts off down the tunnel in cloud form. Easy as.
Follow.
No problem. It opens up into this this somewhat larger cavern, certainly larger than the tunnel that you guys had come from. It expands on both sides, kind of follows around in like a parentheses shape off to the left and off to the right. It kind of makes this kind of wide swooping angle as it and then kind of doubles back on itself as it turns into another tunnel. Following the scent that they picked up earlier, they're going to go ahead and charge forward, and then kind of blast down the second tunnel as you guys are just following Garlax. You emerge into this oblong tunnel, or I'm sorry, this oblong cave that has 3 separate entrances to it, and there's one in front of you, one off to the upper left, and then one off to the back right behind you, and kind of dips off to the right and does like a corkscrew maneuver, and it's kind of like a little bit uphill as he does. And as you guys go, would you like to follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you crest through a small tunnel, and it actually is a very good thing you're in cloud form right now, because it kind of continues that uphill corkscrew until it is an entirely vertical maneuver. And as you crest to the top of this, almost like esophageal tunnel, basically, that kind of comes up to the top, it kind of turns off and then focuses straight, and in front of your view is an entirely a light chamber. Larissa, you've seen this once before, actually. These are the crystal fields in front of you, as literally everywhere you look around you are these random jutting shapes of crystal that are just growing out of the tunnel and into this larger cavern that is just entirely permeated with these flat areas of crystal that have entirely enveloped the cavern system that they were
Larissa
part
thinks
of.
she's in heaven right now. She just, her clouds just
It's all shiny.
doesn't
And-
know what it is. So shiny as a cloud.
And as you're thinking that, it is certainly true, especially because there doesn't actually appear to be any light source, that these are apparently lit from within in some way, shape, or form, but the entirety of this system is just shimmering cavern of light and crystal as it just stretches out from. This appears to be a smaller cavern that opens up into a much larger cavern even beyond that.
Do we see Mother Dragon?
You don't seem to see anything as of yet, but
Following our dragon friend.
Yeah, he's still
With that-
pressing forward.
Unless he like drops out of cloud form, in which case
with that, Garnalax will actually begin to hit the ground and begin to come out of dragon shape about maybe halfway into the smaller cavern.
okay. I drop into my form and everything else.
Follow suit.
Okay. You take, what is it, a minute for that as well? And upon doing that, Garnalax first begins to walk forward, and you begin to step into this larger cavern. And while the previous cavern was awash with light, this one almost hurts a little bit to look at, as it is just light refracted upon light a multitude of times.
And out of my pocket and put them on.
What's that?
Put our glasses on.
Oh,
Yeah, I put some shades on real quick.
Yep. It's one of those memes where the cool guy sunglasses just slide into place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yep.
just shake your head forward. And
Have those ready at all times.
And it is almost blinding to look at as you begin to make your way into the second cavern. While there are the entirety of the sides of this cavern are also enveloped with crystal, it appears that this is even denser of crystal, that these have built up longer over time, and that back cavern was the expansion from here.
Larissa is just like touching them as we walk through.
They both feel cold and inorganic to the touch, and yet there's a vibrating warmth to them that actually is comforting. That you can't quite place, but harkens you back a little bit to the vision that you had before to this general area. And as you're kind of thinking on that feeling, kind of just awash in the nostalgia of just the moment where you were talking to this creature before, there's a rumble that pulls you out of that moment, that memory. And as that rumble coalesces, you watch as just these these large bouts of crystal, these large just boulders of crystal begin to pull and shape into a form. And as they do, the shape of a dragon begins to emerge, one that looks very very familiar to you, Larissa. And as it does, it coalesces into what is certainly a much more, I don't know, geode-ish look than dragon, as opposed to Imperialax or Garnalax that you had seen previously. It's much more like Trikenza, where it's this almost emotive form of crystal, of rock that has emerged in front of you. You have brought my son home, 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 home. Thank you, you.
It was our pleasure. It is great to meet you. I hope you will both be safe.
I hope so too.
Is it?
I hoped he would be somewhere safe. I don't know if home is it.
I guess is she saying that to her son?
All of you actually.
So he goes back. Are you threatened here?
constantly. He. If Ultrax, found, this place, this, all would be lost.
Oh. What can we do to help protect you? Your son wanted to come here.
Yes, Mother, I know that you called and these travelers said that Imperial X was lost. I'm so sorry. Yes. He was the best fighter of all of us. Us. A difficult loss. As far as winning goes, killing Ultrax, Axe, and his brood, Ood. Seems to be only way.
Do you have anything that could help us go back and kill him?
I have heard. All right, I'll drop that for the moment, but let's just assume that there's a reverberating sound just for the sake of this. I have heard there is a creature in the Underdark who has relics of Ultrax. If you were to obtain them, perhaps you could turn them against him. Him.
You know where they might be?
Or what kind of creature?
I know only that it is what remains of his former mate. Some relic of a tribe who has prided themselves on the power they derive from it.
You know which direction I start looking in for this?
If I knew, I would send my own to stop him, or at least to bring them here. But I don't know. He is shrouded from me somehow.
Do you have any magical items here to help us find it or help us in the war in general? You got dragon.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Does she have any magical items or anything here that could help us locate it?
Just for the interest of it, give me a persuasion check. Holy shit.
Good time to be rolling. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's good.
I have one thing, but I fear it is a tainted item of powerful magics.
I'm used to those.
It's born in it, molded by it.
Yeah, I was like, you see my spell book?
Oh, you see me twitching? No.
if you... Frankly, I don't like having it here, here, here. Anyway, if you want it and are dedicating yourself to our cause, I just worry it is a dangerous thing.
Can you tell us what it is?
Over there, and gestures to, as much as, I mean, you're an intelligent creature. As much as it can, it kind of looks like a chest, though it is entirely fashioned out of this prismatic crystal.
Can I can I walk over to the, like, is the chest itself the icon? Do I need to open the chest and see what's inside?
You'd have to open the chest and see what's inside.
Well, yes, I'm doing that then.
God.
Unless David wants to.
Roll a dex save.
Right?
No kind of deck save, but as you open it, there is the palpable feeling of power that Larissa is not unfamiliar with.
Yeah, Larissa.
But as you open up the chest and open it up to look inside, you see that there is a coiled, like maybe a whip, some kind of weapon of some kind, but it appears to just suffuse shadow energy. I've bound it there, here, but if it would help you, you're welcome to take it. Take it.
Can I identify it?
Yes, but you know what it does.
This. Do you ritual cast identify or just cast identify?
Probably just cast identify.
Okay. All right, go ahead and mark off the spell slot for that then. And this is... Let's see if I can find a picture to... I don't know if I can do this. Whisper Larissa.
Don't look.
No, I'll send it to you on Facebook real quick.
Okay.
It is called The Lash of Shadows.
Connor! You got a test tomorrow yet? You got a test?
And that is what you gain as your knowledge of it from Identify.
The name alone sounds like something our shadow monk might drool over.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
No.
I see no
No,
reason.
you don't want your own shadow relics? Mr. I'll fight a dragon alone to get the power.
Whips are a martial weapon.
Tasha's means that you can make any weapon you're proficient with your monk weapon, though.
I want to say that's only a Kensei.
No, it's in Tasha's, I'm pretty sure. Where's Tasha's?
So how's it going? You still alive?
We're still alive. We're with another dragon now.
Talking to the Crystal Mother right now.
Oh, good.
She's worried that here is not the safest place.
Does she have any better ideas?
She told us to kill Ultrax. Then we said that's the only idea she got.
That we just need to kill all the shadow dragons and Ultrax. Ultrax?
Ultrax.
Yep.
Ultrax. Anthrax. Ultrax. Well, it just makes me think of Artax, and then my heart breaks, and then I'm just like, well,
What was it?
Artax?
Oh, you're thinking. No.
Well, Ultrax just then makes me think of
Oh, from what's
Neverending Story.
Never-Ending Story in the Swamp of Sorrows or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
And
Tasha's dedicated weapon, second level monk feature. You train yourself in a variety of weapons as monk weapons, not just simple melee weapons and short swords. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can touch one weapon, focus your key on it, and then count that weapon as a monk weapon until you use this feature again. It must be a simple or martial weapon, you must be proficient with it, and it must lack the heavy or special property. Tasha's.
So you could use it.
Oh, but that's an optional feature. Like
Oh. Is it?
Yeah, it's optional. So essentially you can take that instead of your second level monk feature.
What is your second level monk feature?
shadowy shit.
Shadowy shit.
No,
Where's
so
player's goddamn
optional
handbook?
features. You gain class features, player's handbook when you reach certain levels. This section offers additional features that you can gain as a monk. You don't gain the features here automatically. Essentially, it runs the same way as you would 3.5 features. And you get to pick and choose from a laundry list of shit, making everything way more complicated.
That makes sense.
And some of those features actually replace the standard features that you would get at that point.
Okay. I don't actually know what your second level feature is a.
As a monk, the standard second level features are key empowered strikes. I forget what. So at second level, you get you get key empowered strikes. So key, you get the flurry of blows, patient defense, step of the wind. You also get unarmored movement. So as an optional feature, let's check the variants.
I don't know if it was an option, or if it was just like something that could be included as well.
Yeah, it depends on the reading of it. But essentially, I have to opt into that. And I think as part of the thing with optional rules is that you give up something in order to get that.
I mean, we can always figure that out later too. It's not really something we have to address like right this second too.
Yeah, we could talk about it later.
Yeah.
And I guess after Larissa identifies and everything, like, is that something we want to even take with us? Like, what does it mean for us?
She just ran to the bathroom really quick. She'll be right back. She's not here. She said we can move back to the other group if you want to.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have the cloud ability cast upon you, and you watch as in a disappearing plume of shiny fire, Larissa and Saber and Garnalax disappear, leaving you alone in this fucking sewer system. What would you like to do?
Nettie, did you say you want to go shopping?
Yeah, I need more herbs.
Okay. I've already done the poison. I've done all the tonnage for all the poisons are going to be, right?
I think so. I don't know what you all have, but I want to say probably.
Yeah, I'm going to do too. All right, well, should we go shopping then, gang? I need to try to find a magic shop and try to sell
If you got into a fight with Ultrax, do we need to hide you to move about the city? Lau?
Well, maybe you should stay here.
Sorry, Lau was reading. What was that?
Maybe you
Lau,
should stay
pay
here in
attention.
this protected room while we go shopping, since you brought so much attention to yourself.
Or do we need to hide you? So is Ultrax just gonna like attack you in the middle of the city if we try to go somewhere, or what?
Lao stands in the middle of the room, and he does. And he turns invisible.
That
Cool,
only
that'll work.
is that going to work outside this room?
What was the
I
last
mean,
bit of that?
It should.
Because this is the safest place. He's got wards that keep things hidden in here.
Yeah, but we need to get out of this city too. We could get herbs and then leave right away.
Yeah.
I agree, but Lau can wait. We can come back to him, and then.
But we're still gonna have to
Let's
get out
see.
of
Cloak
here.
of Shadows. You learn to become when you're in an area of dim light or darkness. Is pretty much the entire Drow city in dim light.
Oh yeah, almost all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, people can still bump into me, but as long as I don't interact with them or do anything, I should remain invisible.
You can stay in the middle of our group.
Yes. I can have a battle buddy, an invisible. Yeah.
Your current battle buddy is fucking still pissed. It's
As the
resigned to
short
a
person in the group,
fuming
do I just feel a
rage.
hand on my head the whole time we're walking?
My battle will be and has always been fodder.
Well, sure.
So I would head to where the druids were selling herbs. I know a bunch of them are gone, but I'm hoping not all of them are. And see if their little stand is open.
Okay. First off, go ahead and give me a D100 roll, please. As you're
Anybody?
traversing the city again.
Everybody?
Yeah, somebody. $23. Okay. This travel through the city is pretty unencumbered as you kind of push your way through the crowds of the mid-morning as they're kind of getting about their day, but nobody seems to harass you. You do get your normal awkward looks as you are overlanders traveling in the Underdark with your bright green cloaks as they are, but nobody seems to harass you as they're just kind of going about their day. A few pushes and shoves here and there as they're kind of not giving a shit about who they're bumping into, but otherwise, you're all right. As you make your way to the
Making my way.
as you make your way make a boy as you head on over to the druids, I don't know, stand farmers market type area. There doesn't appear to be anybody there.
Well,
Appears
we
to
can
be
check the
just-
forest before we head out. See if there are any left.
Is there? Can we look for a magic item shop?
You are aware of one. That would be. They had a few things that you guys actually kind of made your way through.
Stuff we could have bought, wasn't there?
What's that?
There was some stuff we could have bought, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were a few things.
I forgot what that was.
Yeah, there were quite a few things. If you remember, there were a few things that you bought. Let me check.
Page 96 of my notes.
96.
90 fucking 6, y'all. Amulet of the Dark Blessing.
Yep.
The potion and poison bladder.
Yep.
I think that's all I have listed that we actually bought.
Yeah, you sold a few things.
What?
What was the poison bladder?
That's what allowed you to put poison on your weapon as a bonus
Is
action.
that where I got that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and Keely and Helen each got one.
That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. All right, so you sold some weapons at the Fire Giant's Forge. There were a few places. There was the Fire Giant's Forge, if you're looking for just like weapons and such. There was over the Dead Dwarf's Corpse, which was more of a leatherworking and those kind of goods, more like softer materials. And then there was like jewelry and stuff, which was Pain in the Glass.
Ooh.
A jeweler.
Can I go to the jeweler first?
Yes, certainly. If you remember, it is a older drow female. She loves to adorn herself in all manner of bracelets and such that kind of run down her arm. And as I say, if you remember, this was like a year and a half ago, so I don't expect any of you guys to remember. But as she emotes, she has the loud sound of clanking jewelry, and she just seems very happy to see anybody coming into her store. And hi, what can I do for you today? What can I help you with?
I have a couple gems to sell, and I'm gonna pull out 2 rubies.
Okay. Yes, I can. I think I can certainly help you with those.
Yeah. No, they're mine. You're not the only one who can hoard money, dear.
Sorry, I was like, damn it.
And I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna get 100 gold ruby down. I'm actually gonna set down the ruby that I stole from Zach's body that nobody knows I have. And then it's gonna feel like I got a couple rubies when we were hanging around the underdog.
Oh well, that is some very fortunate things to find. Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum. I did want to check one thing. So
I have one that says like 100 gold in value, and then
Yep.
I had 2 of them, and one became magical, and I just have the other one.
Yeah, I think, well, the one is the one that Larissa has right now, right? Because she's teleporting back to you with it?
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
have another one that's non-magical.
Right. Okay.
I had 2 of them. One does the teleport, the other one didn't do anything, so I'm selling it.
Yeah. So I have a memory of you trading things. I thought the ruby was among them, but maybe not.
I know I gave the orb away, right? That Starry Night orb, didn't I?
No, we were
No.
going to, but you didn't. But you did, I think, trade the ruby for
Did
the
I?
crystal that's now on your chest.
That sounds right.
Oh, did I? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
My
that sounds
bad.
right.
So that blood ruby. Okay, so that one's gone.
Yeah, okay. Thank you,
It's
Sam.
just-
Because
Zach
yeah,
ruby.
that jumped out at me because I was like, I thought that you had traded that
Sorry.
for something. No, you're good. It's just
Delete. It's gone. I didn't update it.
it rang a bell, so I was
No,
looking through my
I'm glad.
notes. Thank you, Sam. You probably saved the group from fucking me searching for the next 30 minutes and
So
being
just
a
the one.
fucking mess in
And
general.
I have 2 topaz dragon scales. I'm gonna lay those down and see how much are these worth.
Oh my, those
I
are
think that's what
beautiful.
the other thing you traded.
I think
Was
it
it?
was two. Now that
Okay.
she says that.
Delete that too. No, I gave it was emerald. They were emerald dragon scales. I had a handful of.
My notes say 2 rubies and his topaz dragon scales for the
You
clear
sure it
crystal.
wasn't?
Because you sold all of your emeralds
We already
to
sold all the emeralds.
you sold your emeralds to Vanna actually.
Okay.
So that because she was buying up basically everything because she wants her tattoo real bad.
Okay.
She's pretty close.
All right,
I want to
never
say
mind
she's
then.
like less than 1,000 gold
Sorry,
from that. So
don't mean to be a party
No,
pooper.
I'd rather play properly and just didn't get my stock. So just the one ruby.
well, Larissa has the other ruby.
No, I have one. I stole it off Zach's dead body when no one was looking.
I thought that was the one you traded.
No, I had outside of Zach, I had 2 rubies.
Oh, outside of Zach.
Right, that after the ley lines, and then I nicked Zach's secretly stole his dead body ruby.
Gotcha.
I hate Zach. He's a little twerp. Well, now he's dead because he's a horrible thing.
Because he got murderated by a ley line.
So his body is still preserved in our portable hole.
Oh, no, his dead body.
This was 100 gold ruby. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just have a large ruby.
Actually, no, I have this. Where do I have this?
I think it was more than that. I thought it was bigger, but that may just be hopeful remembering. That might not be reality.
The wish saves Zach. Da 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 da. This was actually Lau's ruby originally, I think, which is kind of funny, but neither here nor there. Fair. Zach's body is more enticing. Alright, so for some reason I can't find... I searched for Zach Ruby specifically, and I can't find...
Yeah, all I have is
it is.
Eltrus gives him a ruby to be our guide. It doesn't say in my notes.
I swear I put it
Because
in
Lau
somewhere.
bribes him with 50 gold, but
Oh,
Eltrus
that's
gets
what it
a
was.
ruby.
Okay. So you're actually just taking your ruby back. So I'm gonna round up. It was either 100 gold ruby or a 300 gold ruby, and I can't remember which. So in the essence of saving time, we're gonna say it's a 300 gold ruby.
Wait.
Oh my, this is a beautiful piece. I don't know if I have enough gold to cover it. Let me see what I have. I could probably give you... Well, it is a gemstone. Those are not that hard to come by here, but it is a very beautiful piece. It is very large. Perhaps I could give you 200 gold pieces for it?
I think it's worth more than that. I think it's worth quite a bit more.
Quite a bit more. I don't have a ton of gold on me at the moment. I could go as high as 220 perhaps?
No, you need to go higher. I'm pretty sure it's worth 300.
300, that is quite high. Give me a persuasion check.
Yes.
Please.
Before.
24. Oh, that is... Oh my gosh, that would be like pretty much all of my money. Very well, I will pay... It is a beautiful piece. I will pay her 300 gold pieces. This is fine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And you, thank you for such a lovely piece. I hope the gold serves you well.
So I guess, well, if whatever money you have left, I also have these magical coins, and I'll pull out. They're oddities, but they might have some value to you. One that bleeds, one that's damp, and this one casts prestidigitation.
while those are quite fascinating, as I said, I spent all my money buying your ruby, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Do you have anything of value to trade?
Perhaps I do. Let me see. I do have, let's see, how many, when you were shopping last time, you bought, I want to say all of the necklaces.
We only bought 3. I don't know
Oh,
if
did
that
you
was
only
all
buy
of
3?
them. Yeah, I think Tink was the only one, and she just had 3.
What were the necklaces?
The necklaces of dark
Uh,
essence, dark something, dark.
The dark
Um,
amulet or some shit.
yeah, amulet of dark something, something or other that I am trying to see, but isn't.
Amulet of the dark blessing.
That's the one.
80 gold each. Yeah, I bought 3.
3 of them. Okay. Um, I let me check one thing real quick, because I know. Let's see, we'd be Madness of Magic. Um, you said that one casts some minor magic prestidigitation, and
yes.
the other one bleeds, and
Bleeds. And I pull it out, and this bleeding coin.
that is rather
Oh,
grotesque. Why would you keep such a thing?
it's novelty. Someone might find it interesting.
Perhaps. And she kind of pulls her braceleted arms just a little bit closer to her in like a self-comforting fashion. And what was the last one you said?
It's just constantly damp.
Like
Yeah,
like
like moist.
water?
Yeah, weird, right?
Um,
Moist.
I think I think I'm good.
That's okay. All right. I doesn't sound like you have anything of value to trade anyway, so I'm gonna walk out
Okay, have a lovely day then.
Like, I'm done.
now. All right, we go back to whatever else we're doing.
All right.
We just phone call really quick.
Okay. All right. So what is everybody? Well, I guess by everybody else, Lau, who's invisible, and Nettie, who's standing in front of an empty farmer's market.
I mean, I want to head out to see if any of the druids are by their homes then in the forest.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you kind of walk out to the woods that are a little bit beyond the farmer's market. Okay. With a 25, very few and far between, but there are a few more grove tenders type drow along here. They seem to be mostly tending to the trees here and kind of walking amongst them. Others are harvesting some berries and such. You do find a small group of drow that are around what appears to be a ranch or a stables of some kind. With your passive perception, you would and a 25 regular perception, you would certainly be able to notice that there are a large number of cobwebs and spiderwebs about the stables here. Some of the drow are just kind of getting to farming type duties, carrying water and other such type things. Other ones are just kind of standing around and getting a little bit of rest, but not really tending to anything particular.
I'll just go up to someone who doesn't look busy. Just say, hi, I saw your stand was empty, and I think a lot of your people are busy with something, but I was hoping I could buy some herbs before I leave town.
Oh, there's
And she'll take out a fairly heavy bag of gold.
I mostly see to the spiders around here. But you seem to be willing to pay. Is perhaps there's something I can find for you? What are you looking for?
She will describe what she bought last time.
Oh, like reincarnation herbs and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, that's a little more specialized than I'm really able to really do myself. I don't really have
Is
any of.
Marina out of town?
Yeah, there was some retreat for the higher up that kind of they all went to some kind of big commotion or something that they were just trying to get a hold on or all hands on deck type thing. So they all went out to their refuge or whatever they call it, out
Is
in the wilds of the Underdark.
is there a place that the herbs that are ready to sell are kept and I could pick something out and pay you?
Give me a
If it's stuff
persuasion check.
sold anyway?
I can take you over to the area where they're from, where I think they're growing. Like I said, it's not my specialty, but I can certainly show you where they are, and if you're paying, I'll happily sell them to you.
Okay.
Great. And he kind of like gestures over to the, let's see, for the stables it would be off to your right, a little bit deeper into the woods away from like the main area of Ragnarsette. And just a couple of minutes of walking, and you come to this small grove that's a little bit farther away from the, or more built up around than a lot of the other forest is, where a lot of these crops have sufficient access to light. It seems that these are not as tolerant of the light, and they're a little more secluded and grow a little more in the dark. Um, if you're paying, yeah, I'm happy to let you have your pick, and just kind of almost like a bellhop that's expecting a tip, kind of holds his hand out for your bag of gold.
All right. I'll pay him for the reincarnation herbs and gather a whole bunch.
All right, go ahead and give me a nature check to see if you can identify the correct ones as they grow in the semi-wild, like this.
Being that I've already bought some from them
Well, you could
and
have
have seen
advantage.
their versions.
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable
Survival?
assumption. I was going to say nature, actually. But
Oh.
I guess either one is really acceptable.
Oh no, I was gonna say they're both the same, but one's wisdom, one's intelligence. They're both proficient. That's what I was.
Gotcha. Honestly, a 23 is more than enough, so that's good enough. I won't belabor the point. Yeah, with 10-ish minutes of kind of making your netty way through the long rows of herbs and stuff, you're able to pick out what you need. He doesn't appear to be watching you that closely. If you wanted to, you could probably take a little bit more than what you paid for.
I'll take a little bit extra as payment for like harvesting my own, but I'll make sure I don't like kill any of their plants doing it and that kind of a.
Okay. Um, let's say with a 23, what is it? 1,000 gold for reincarnation?
Shit's expensive.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So we'll say you get 1,300 gold
Okay.
worth of reagents instead.
Cool.
You, like you said, you had to do your own work, but you certainly got a little bit more for it with being able to adeptly identify what it was that you came here for and kind of just grabbing stuff willy-nilly. He doesn't particularly seem to care, and being as wise as you are, you're not entirely sure that this money's going to make it back to the druids, but
Yeah. But she paid fairly. That's an issue
she
with their
paid fairly.
society. Okay.
All right. Let's see. We still have Lau, if Lau would like to do anything.
Is Lau
Father.
running again?
Fodder is with you. I think.
Father.
I did leave Father behind.
Lau quietly talks with Father. Father, I met another. I met another individual, and it was so sad. They seem to want to be overlooked, and not matter. It's very strange. I mean, from from one person that didn't matter, to another that for the most part doesn't matter. It's a sad thing to see.
That's a pigeon.
I was looking for someone today, Fodder. Not you, but I usually look for you. But I was looking for someone yesterday, and I called out, and they didn't come when they usually would. I was the only person that mattered to them. So I think I want to make sure that you know that you matter to me, Fodder. And I wouldn't put you in danger or use you as a meat shield or consider you expendable.
Give me an animal handling with advantage.
Animal handling with advantage. I don't even know how to. That's not Lau's thing. Oh no, exit out of that. I have to minimize all of your portraits in order to get to my character sheet. Okay, animal handling with advantage.
Yes, please.
Well, shit.
I get a 2. Nope. Public roll. Advantage.
16. Fodder kind of looks at you with the half-cocked owl look. Eyes almost somewhat vacant for the first part of it, but by the end of it, Fodder seems to almost be upset by what your intonation is, and kind of leans in to like give you a half cuddle a little bit as
Fodder.
a sympathetic gesture.
Fodder.
And Larissa picks this perfect moment to look through Fodder's eyes, which she can still do from far away, and see this all happening.
Nope. Fodder.
You see the nape of Lau's neck.
Like, oh, damn it! I knew he'd be doing things to my owl.
You don't, Fodder. You don't have to say anything now. But there's gonna come a time when I need you to do me a favor. No questions asked. Can you do that for me? I can make no promises, but I can offer you a measure of freedom.
It's a good job Fodder doesn't understand any of this, right?
Very little. Very, very little. It is unfamiliar of a 20 intelligence wizard, so there is some amount of intelligence there, but
yeah,
very
but
little.
Fodder can only talk to the wizard. Fodder can't actually talk to Lau.
Can't talk
in
to
any
him,
way.
no.
No. Fodder is this. I don't know. Fodder is this Fodder is unique in that one, he is essentially when he met Fodder was disposable. Fodder meant less than nothing to anybody.
I agree. Fodder was very useful.
And
Fodder was worth the 10 gold of the reagents that it cost to cast him.
Exactly, and also worth someone's hit points to not get injured. Really quite
right.
it.
Right. So to see this little tiny owl get blown up repeatedly over and over again, I was like, all right, I know what that I know what that feels like.
Mm-hmm.
There will come a time. No questions asked, Fodder. No questions asked.
It's gone back to a somewhat blank stare, but then again, your passive insight is pretty much garbage, I'm pretty sure. 16 actually. Never mind. It's alright.
Yeah.
It's okay.
My phone's gonna cut out here in a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta start wrapping it up. It's getting late for me.
I entirely forgot where we left off with Larissa. If we want to transition back to that real quick.
Yeah, we were looking at the whip, in the chat.
So pretty much I was kind of saying, like, after she identified it and stuff, to be like, is that something we want to bring back with us? Is it?
I wouldn't see why not. Larissa asked if she could potentially take the nice chest it's in, crystal chest, to keep it safe too.
If you can carry it sure.
Save it.
Why is it heavy?
It appears to be a massive crystal chest that this was laying.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
I was like, how big is this chest? Yeah.
Very, very large.
Can we just put it in the portable hole?
Well,
you can certainly try.
Sit there and kind of shove it slowly into the hole.
Pivot!
Just fold the hole around the chest and
just
scoop it up.
We do have the thing that shrinks stuff once a day. You could technically shrink the chest to be like 1 inch by 1 inch.
Nah, we don't need to do that. We're gonna have much more comical fun shoving it.
Yeah, how are you gonna nope, not saying that out loud. How are you gonna do this?
I have, it's just the hole's kind of open, like on the floor, kind of, and me and Craig, and I'm like, Saber, help me push
I mean, it's just like, how heavy is this? Can we pick it up?
It's extremely heavy. It is
heavy.
dense
and I'm asking the dragon,
crystal.
hey, help me with this too. Help me with this. It's all
Hey,
for our
Doug,
benefit.
what do you
We got
do?
you here safely. Come on, help us push this in. No.
How would you like to do it? What would you like to do?
Like, is it? Will it fit into the hole? I guess as for like dimensions.
If it does, it'll be real snug, and it'll probably fall onto and crush anything
Everything else.
below it.
So
Yeah, Larissa isn't stupid. She probably realized that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you have a 20 intelligence. This
Yeah.
is these are
Yeah.
this
These
is
are all-
the
these
map
are all
that
things
just appears
before
in
we
front of
just
your
try
brain.
to shove it into the yes, trust it. I can't read that.
Steel box of
The
shrinking.
box is shrinking. Yeah. So doesn't it take like a few hours or something like that to have to sit there and no, it's instant.
And in action.
And
So it's 6 seconds. It can shrink.
An object that can fit into said box, I
Mm,
believe.
Nope.
Oh no, it shrinks to be an object that can fit in said box, if it wanted to.
If it wanted to.
Sorry, I'm
Is
reading the
chest
wrong one. I'm like,
sentient?
this doesn't make sense. One non-living object within 50 feet of the box, original, or to reduce to a size of 1 inch cube weighing half a pound, and is
Okay.
teleported inside the box.
That's the one.
Okay, let's do
The
that.
shrunken item may be no larger than a 10-foot cube.
Is it larger than a 10-foot cube?
That would be taller than you.
Yeah, no.
It's not that big. Okay.
The density was probably your main problem.
Okay.
Then again, I guess didn't the portable hole a 10-foot cylinder?
I don't know.
Is it a 10-foot by a 10-foot cylinder? No, that can't be right.
No.
Mathematics, you guys.
I have no idea.
With the box of shrinking, suffice to say, you can shrink it and fit it in the box.
And the box of shrinking is kept in the hole, so you do have it.
Yeah.
6-foot diameter, 10-foot
Okay,
deep.
Okay,
There
so
we go.
And then I'd like to ask, is it possible for us to have some crystals too, or some money that will help support us in our quest to defeat the shadow dragons? You know, spells are very expensive. Items are expensive. I had that wonderful persuasion roll earlier.
You did roll a 24 persuasion, which is pretty
28.
fucking good.
8 persuasion.
Oh, that was Eltrius before. Okay.
Yeah, mine was the
Oh, that
28.
was in his. Yep. Okay, we're good. Well, the chest will sell for something, I'm sure, but you're welcome to take what you will from the cavern.
Right, open the hole up, Steve.
The ruby dragon objected upon it.
He's like, I can
Yeah.
what now? She's over there chipping. What?
Yeah.
All right, so you cleaned it out pretty recently of all of the armor and random shit that you had, but you have all of Eltris's brewing stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, that can get dumped out. I don't need that. We'll leave that with the dragons.
I mean, you currently have the portable hole. You can choose to do whatever you want, and then you just have to deal with the repercussions with your husband.
Put a barrel of chips in there.
He said he wanted money as well, you know.
I also had to fit in there to be able to get back home.
Well, I can just say to Eltris, hey, I'm sorry, dude, we got to get ready for brewing pit. It's got to go.
There's room for a barrel worth of gems.
Anyway, I don't know if we'd take that many. We don't want to see 2 pieces.
I should steal it.
We'd have to be careful who we sell them to make sure it doesn't get back to the gems or to the shadow dragons.
I know, I did think that too. But I think it'd more be like, I have things that get like consumed when I do spells. So I might, they might be more useful to us as something we just consume.
All right, so why don't we just kind of go down the line of the big stuff that would kind of be in your way. All right. Zach's body.
Oh yeah, you can leave Zach's body.
Staying or going?
Go.
Well, how much room do we have with everything in it? Like, I wouldn't actually be emptying out the whole. Like,
So right now you have Eltriss's brewing stuff. So this is a 6-foot wide by 10-foot deep hole. There's a decent amount of space, but
I have to fit a saber.
you have to fit a saber in. There's already a Zach's body in. There's a whole set of multiple sets of brewing supplies, including kegs. You have
Scalps.
a lot of scalps. Um, you have albino, the Fey crocodile hides still, I believe. The purple worm hide still, I believe.
The purple worm hide is shrunken.
Is it? Okay.
I think the
It
albino
is
crocodile
shrunken, as is the shadow dragon hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the greatsword from the Afridi, which is pretty big still.
Forgot all about that.
Larissa has a lot of pockets.
That is technically true. I think you still have the horseshoes in. Those aren't really that big.
Yeah, so I was like, it's not like breaking off like a giant chunk of a gem and putting it in there. Is it more like little pieces of one that you would need for your spells and stuff?
I asked them before I do that, is this going to cause any harm to you or to this place by us taking crystals?
They are a byproduct of my being here. No harm will come from you taking them.
And we start chiseling away. Say we get to work.
Okay.
You got empty pockets.
As I said, you basically have your fill of them. So you have all of the brewing stuff, you have Zach's body, you have to fit a saber, and then you have everything you can carry on your person. What are you taking?
As much as would fit in that space and in my pockets.
Okay.
I didn't say these pockets.
I think you could fill
Saber
the chest before you shrink it.
I have some pockets.
Too late, unfortunately. This occurs to you now. You have already shrunk the chest, but good thought. Saber needs to fit in the fucking hole, so I don't know that filling her pockets, she's still going to take up space. So it's up to, just tell me what you want to try and take is really where this is. You have a blank check.
Yeah, there's like the amount, like you say, like I want to try to get like 2,000 gold worth or something like that type thing. Like how much?
Pretty much.
I'm just throwing something out there, Lucy. I'm just for what.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at my spells to see if I had
any. Because I have no idea. Like I haven't really looked at.
If you have any, if you have any creative means of passing stuff.
We do also have jars and waterproof bags.
Yeah. Just pile it into the hole, and then we'll unshrink the chest and bring it back, fill it, and then shrink it again.
No, well, I can't unshrink. I already shrunk it.
I know, but we could do it tomorrow. Just fill all the dead space in the hole with gems, and then
I'll put them in chest right. Get you. So what we might need to do is chisel a lot off. Saber get in the hole, and then I just pour the gems in.
Around whatever else fits around me.
To fill all the empty space. And then maybe we said there's bags. Maybe I could have like a bag of gems too, as well as my pockets full. So I'm literally trying to take as like I don't know how much these gems are worth.
Have you ever seen The Mummy?
Is that what I'm doing to Saber right now?
There's a specific scene where one of the characters fills their bags and literally everything they have with gold and is so Benny and is so encumbered that it ends up killing him. I'm not saying that that's going to happen to you. I'm telling you to tell me, what are you taking with a blank check?
I just don't know amounts. I want to try and take like.
So Saber is 6 foot tall, right? So, and if you're keeping the brewing supplies, those are several kegs. I want to say like 3 or 4 kegs. We'll say those are pony kegs, so they're like what, a 2.5 foot tall keg. by 1.5 feet. So those are a little bit of space. Zach's body is some space. So we'll say you have maybe about 40 square feet of gems if you wanted completely avalanche saber.
So I don't want to avalanche saber.
Okay.
So
You also have some bag space of your own that you could probably
So
fit 2 square feet of gems if you wanted to be completely encumbered. Also bearing in mind, you're a wizard with an 11 athletics.
I'm not gonna be able to
Crystals are
move.
very heavy.
So let's do what? So you said there's like 20 square foot, or is it 40 square foot if we completely encumbered saber
Mm-hmm.
and avalanche chair? So if we
Yep.
did 20
You
square,
keep in mind that you may be able to teleport back here and get more if you wish later, especially now that you've been there. Just throwing that out there.
so maybe we do 10 square foot of gems in the hole.